Hello viewers, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. The new law year 2023 will be officially launched on Tuesday, January 10th, and I am today joined by the Chief Registrar of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, Mrs. Michelle John-Theobalds, who will be speaking on the activities, of course, and the importance of this launch. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court invites you to the opening of the Law Year 2023 on Tuesday, the 10th of January at 10 a.m. Join Her Ladyship Dame Janice Pereira, Chief Justice, and a cadre of distinguished speakers from the inner and outer bar as they address you on the theme, the ECSC, Navigating the Changing Tides. Brought to you live via local GIS stations, Facebook, and the court's website at www.eccourts.org. The ECSC Opening of the Law Year 2023. It's your court. Don't miss it.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Over there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Yo, everything good there?
Aye. This thing got me one way, daddy.
What you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you, you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out that trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit, I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Freeze. Choose your mix. Choose your flavor.
Viewers, welcome back, and as promised, I am joined by Mrs. Michelle John-Theobalds of St. Lucia. She is the Chief Registrar of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court. Mrs. John, thank you so much for your time and welcome to 284 Media.
Thank you so much, Ron, for having me. Good morning, and let me wish you a very happy new year.
The very same is wished to you. As mentioned, we are across the Eastern Caribbean embarking on a new law year, which is quite significant, of course, for a number of reasons. In the Virgin Islands, we are part of the 9 member states of the Eastern Caribbean. I want to put into perspective, what does this mean for us to be once again celebrating and observing the new law year for all professionals and residents across these territories?
Indeed, Ron, the highlight of the court's calendar is the opening of the law year. So every year we look forward to it. The Chief Justice, along with the judges, the masters, the court staff, and the legal fraternity, we all look forward to ushering our new law year. And usually there are a series of events planned just to commemorate uh, this occasion for us. And so we, especially at the court's headquarters, are looking forward to it. And as we do every year, we really just want to let the public know that it's not just for us lawyers, but it's for every single citizen of the Eastern Caribbean whom the court serves.
Understood. Now, speaking of the number of activities, I know it's beginning on the 10th of January. Tell us about these activities.
So it's customary that we start with a church service. So as you highlighted before, we're 9 member states and territories, separated geographically, but we still come under the one umbrella of the Supreme Court. So each island is going to have their individual church services, which would be the first activity. For the BVI, I am told that the church service will be held at the Anglican Church in Road Town, Tortola, at 8 a.m. And this church service would be followed by a procession to the courthouse, and there would be the inspection of the guard of honor done by the senior resident judge at that time. And similar activities would be happening across the 9 member states and territories. So it's really exciting that at the same time we would be doing similar things just in different places. And then at 10 o'clock, it culminates with the special sitting that has been planned. Now, Ron, in years gone by, each island has had individual special sittings whereby the feature address delivered by the Chief Justice would be aired live via simulcast. After the Chief Justice's address, it's customary that the live cast is broken and the individual islands continue with their own sitting. Well, since COVID, we have been doing it a bit differently because, of course, the court wasn't able to travel. The islands, the opening is done on roster in various islands. But for the past 2 years, the court has not been able to travel. But Dame Janice Pereira, our Chief Justice, didn't want to miss out on this special occasion. And so for the last 2 years, we've been having pre-recorded special sittings. We've also had a live church service that has been broadcast to all the 9 member states and territories. But this year, we're doing something very novel, trying to get back to a sense of normalcy, or maybe what we knew before, because now we have a new normal, you would say. We are now having a hybrid special sitting in that the Court of Appeal will be traveling to the territory of Anguilla, which is rostered to host the opening of the lawyer for 2023. And the Court of Appeal, along with the speakers for Anguilla, will be appearing from the High Court in Anguilla. And the Chief Justice's feature address will be aired via Zoom to the other 8 member states and territories who would be gathered in their individual courthouses to receive it. And as we've done in the past 2 years, to have one court sitting, there will be one representative from each member state and territory to deliver addresses this year. So it's a bit different, but it's still very exciting because it's wonderful to see how we're able to get everyone involved in this special sitting, in this remarkable, auspicious occasion for the court.
And indeed, it is an auspicious occasion. I want to go back to the fact that we're going to be represented by all 9 member states. I do know that there are going to be a number of speakers. Tell us a little bit about who are some of the key speakers going to be sharing in these activities.
Indeed. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, the feature address will be delivered by Her Ladyship, the Honorable Dame Janice Pereira, our Chief Justice. Also, we have addressing us our members from the inner bar. And in this case, we have Mr. Michael Fay, who's the representative of the British Virgin Islands, addressing the court, along with Mr. Peter Foster, King's Counsel. Mr. Michael Fay is also a King's Counsel. We also have addresses on behalf of the Attorneys General, and we have 2 Attorneys General, the Honorable Dwight Horsford, who is the Attorney General from Anguilla, who will be addressing us, as well as the Honorable Claudette Joseph, who is the Attorney General from Grenada. Representing the Directors of Public Prosecutions is Ms. Sherma Dalrymple of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and she is the acting DPP there. We have Ms. Jean Dyer, who will be presenting on behalf of the ECSC Bar Association, and she is from Anguilla. We have Ms. Colleen Merchant, who will be representing the Bar Associations, and she is from St. Kitts and Nevis. We have representing the magistracy, Her Honor Rayshan Brown, the Chief Magistrate there. And representing the Utter Bar, we're happy to have with us Ms. Renee Morgan, representing the territory of Montserrat, as well as Ms. Mandy Thomas, who will be representing Antigua and Barbuda.
Quite incredible. I want to talk about any differences. When you compare and look back at past law years, particularly the one before, are there any stark differences that you could say the public can expect in this upcoming new law year?
Well, aside from the fact that the mode in which it's been conducted is quite different, you find that persons could have really attended in person. Live streaming was not as big back in the last couple years when the court did it. But right now, we have embraced technology. I'm sure you would agree that the court itself has really embraced this digital age in all we do. And this opening is no exception. And so we have our opening being aired live on our Facebook page for the court, as well as our YouTube page. And it's also going to be aired live, not only on social media, but via GIS stations across the 9 member states and territories, as well as some radio stations. So we're really trying to get the word out there to let everyone know. If you can't attend in person, there is still an opportunity for you to view this event. And this year, the court's theme for the opening is the ECSC, Navigating the Changing Tides.
Indeed, as we continue navigate through the changing times, I want to thank you so much for your time, of course, coming to us and bringing awareness on this new law year, and of course the activities that are going to take part in celebrating and observing this historic milestone once again. We do wish you and your colleagues the very best in this upcoming new law year, and we look forward to continuing the dialogue throughout the year.
Thank you so much, Ron, for having me. All the best to you as well.
You're most welcome, viewers. That's all the time we have. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
The Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court invites you to the opening of the law year 2023. On Tuesday, the 10th of January at 10 a.m., join Her Ladyship Dame Janice Pereira, Chief Justice, and a cadre of distinguished speakers from the inner and outer bar as they address you on the theme, the ECSC, Navigating the Changing Tides. Brought to you live via local GIS stations, Facebook, and the court's website at www.eccourts.org. The ECSC, Opening of the Law Year 2023. It's your court. Don't miss it.
The win.
What the hell?
I'm freaking out.
Is about these people.
It's always a pleasure coming to you live and direct from the
What's poppin'? What's really good?
Davis!